like that, and then move this. Yeah. Much better. Exit solo layout. Okay. I think only like a few people can get in. All right. Well, anyway, what's up, everybody? This is Alex with Deltaversecomics, working on coloring for Johnny's Law RONIN. And I probably don't want to show like everything, but this is one of the pages. I won't tell you which one, but yeah. So I'm still working on doing, and please let me know if you can see, what do you call it? I mean, if I'm too loud or not loud enough or whatever the case is. Still working on some lighting. My setup here is like kind of weird. I don't know. It's like I've been doing YouTube for so long, but I'm only used to doing live streams, like just live streaming my screen, when I was playing games and stuff. But this is different, so now I'm involving cameras and mics and all that stuff, and having to figure out what works and what doesn't work. So like my camera is my iPhone, which I'm using Epoch Cam, the full version, through Wi-Fi, and then of course my iPad or whatever. So and so we're launching the campaign tomorrow. And yeah, I know I probably should have made announcements on the channel, but I didn't. I've been working a whole lot trying to, take care of like life things. And so, I don't like that. So I haven't really had enough time to color either, so I'm just now like, I got to charge for it since we're launching tomorrow, and I want to get the prequel colored because that's got to go out digitally first. And there's also going to be the double-sided trading card that's going out to those that are on the email list. Hey, what's up, OPK? Yes, I did used to make DCUO videos. Unfortunately, I don't do that anymore just because, honestly, I'm pretty sure you play the game, so like a lot of things just kind of, it turned me off to the game, and then I just kind of got bored with it. There was no more that I really wanted to do, and doing the videos of Build-A-Tune was great, but I got bored of that as well, and I got tired of having to pay for a membership every month, just to be able to make those videos. So I stopped playing, and I got back into my passion for comics because I had started off doing comics to begin with. That was going to be my career, but it just kind of didn't work out that way. Long story, but basically, I ended up, come on. I ended up getting into music, and, then I ended up doing games, and you pretty much know the rest. But now I discovered something called Comicsgate, and I saw the crowdfunding model, and I was like, this, like, having come from the time when you had to like try to find a publisher, or you just had to be with Marvel or DC. I was like, okay, well, I guess this means I don't have to do that anymore. So, I got inspired. I wrote my script and got an artist on it. And this is actually the artist for the 10-page ashcan or prequel, whatever you want to call it. But the main artist, he wanted to do the main book. And so, we just got together and and hashed it out. So, you know what? I just totally. What am I doing? I don't even know what. Oh, you're gonna see my daughter's stuff. She probably doesn't want to show all that on camera, so. Yeah, so like I said, sorry that I haven't. Dang it, I can't undo that. Let's see, I'll just erase all that. Yeah, so I haven't been doing those videos, and then I changed the channel over, and so here we are. Okay, let's just undo that. I can admit that sometimes I kind of, I think about the game, especially now that I see that the intro video, when you first download the game and start it up, that intro video by the guy who did Deadpool. Yeah, when I see that, sometimes I get inspired to, to do it, but not anymore. I mean, I just don't want to do it. Oh, crap. I have to change it back over to white. Why do I get... I don't know why I feel like that. The highlights. No, that's the right color. Oops. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody okay. Oh, I probably should tweet. Nine 15 p.m. I'm doing a tweet inviting, bringing an open mic tonight because, Okay, so now that I put that up there. Oops. Oh, okay, I'd already copied it. So, excited but nervous at the same time to launch because first campaign, and I don't know. I'm just kind of I still feel like I'm like totally unprepared. I'm pretty sure other people who've done campaigns have felt that way. I don't know, maybe, but I know I sure do right now. Like that. Oh, no wonder that was happening. I was wondering why it wasn't bright enough. I forget my daughter uses my iPad, and so unfortunately with Procreate, when you set, I wish they would put that in an update. When you set the settings of the brush in one illustration or whatever, it doesn't change it back. You know what I mean? Like, in other words, it doesn't save it for each one. So then you're just kind of wondering why something's not working right, but that's probably why. There we go, that's better. Okay, then. Now, I, study graphic design and all that, and then of course I was trying to learn comic book illustration, and I was pretty much self-taught on that. Oops. And but coloring was never anything I sort of messed around a long time ago. I didn't quite totally understand how it worked at all. I just was doing, I guess, what I thought made sense. And so, but I didn't understand color. I didn't understand a lot of things. And what I did was I took a couple of courses on Udemy, and then joined, the groups for those teachers, and just kind of went from there. And then, then I just kind of went at it full force. I said, I guess I'll just color my own book and, save myself some money, but at the same time, allow myself to really test myself and push myself. I felt like I could really do it. And so I've had people who are known, for their color work, as well as other things like illustration. And they've given me lots of what do you call it? Basically telling me that I'm on the right track. So, and that I'm doing good, and they like my color palettes and stuff like that. So I got that going for me. And the style that I'm going for, because this artist here, his name is Cesar Feliciano, it's very angular, so I'm going for that, when I use these shapes here. I haven't put the shadows in yet, but these are the highlights. So I'm just trying to do things that are not as conventional. So, that's kind of where it's going. You can see these, these shapes here, So just trying to do that. And I always liked that. That's the thing. I always liked styles like Mike Mignola and, other artists that had that kind of a style. And this is a great opportunity for me to kind of be able to do that. Plus a lot of the stuff that came out of like Milestone Comics back in the day, for those who know or don't know. And so with that, I'm able to like kind of go for a look that is reminiscent of that stuff, especially Milestone, because I just always liked the way that they did the colors. They had some really great colors, and also like was definitely set apart from the way that it was done at DC and Marvel. So, and I kind of carried that over. So the artists, they fit with this. So I use one brush. I mean, really, technically, like I have two of the same brush, but different characteristics of each brush. And yeah, but essentially the same brush. So I'm using a grain brush the whole time, and it works. I mean, I do some where I just straight fill shapes, like I did here, let's see. Okay, wait. And yeah, so I've tried to really just kind of keep it really geometric. And do things that seem really simple, right? But man, when I first started doing it on like the first page of the Ashcan, I kind of did it with the main artist, Ibaikanalis's work on the main book, but I did it more on this. And when I did it, I just noticed how difficult it is really at some point to do basically shapes, because I was doing mainly triangles. And so then I started to say, okay, well, I got to kind of, I'll make a sort of a triangle with the top cut, like flat or whatever. And, then maybe this could be a little smooth. And so just kind of allowing the fence to be, the posts to be pushed out further, to kind of not allow just anything, but only certain things, like only what I really need. So still kind of learning, and I figure that boy, with the other 2 chapters of this book plus the other projects, if I color those as well, I'm definitely gonna be having a lot of learning experience. I still don't get what is this? What is this thing he drew here? I still don't get it. I'm not sure. It looks like nobody's watching anyway, but okay, so go over here. I want to check out my stream. Since I'm not sharing my screen, it should be easy enough. Oh, excuse me. Have not had a whole lot of sleep. Just working so much, dude. Like, what do you call it? Working like 10, 12-hour days. I'm trying to cut it down a little bit, but like bills and all that, it's just it makes it pretty much not possible. Okay, cool. There's nobody really here anyway, so. But that's cool. I ain't tripping about that. Mm-hmm. So really just this is such tedious work. Like, I don't think people really understand. I mean, once you get like a system going and you have like, your little setup, I think probably in PC it might be a lot easier, or rather PC, Mac, whatever. If you're using, like either Photoshop or, any other like Clip Studio Paint, which I have that. I have both. Oh, excuse me. And I have a board, but for some reason I decided I wanted to do do everything on iPad, but also because at the time, I was having a lot of back problems, and I didn't want to sit at my desk for so long. I wanted to be able to just color anywhere and not feel like, oh, I gotta, and my desk was way smaller, and I wasn't living in this apartment. I was living somewhere else. So the desk was like basically a round table. And so I had no room to put that board up there and my keyboard and all that. It was just too cumbersome. So I was like, nah, I can't do this. I need like an iPad or something where I can just do it sitting on the couch or whatever. And so that kind of is what happened. But now I have more room. So, but I still like the iPad. There's some things about this program, Procreate, that I definitely would wish were a little different. Like selections to be able to change anti-aliasing. I still don't understand why they would not have added that at this point. Oops. I don't even know what this thing is, so I'm like, I'm adding highlights where I don't even know what I'm supposed to, like, where I should be adding them to begin with, but we'll just go with it. All right. Oops, somebody's watching. Whoever that is, say hello. Don't be rude. Wait a minute. No, wait a minute now. I remember now. He was smoking like a blunt or something. Let's see here. Oh, we got two watching. Hey, what's up, Paperback Art? Welcome to the stream. Okay, let me know if there's any issues, like if what do you call it? If you can't hear or anything, just let me know. All right, so let's see here. I need to. All right, so now what I need to do is change that. It's supposed to be, I forgot what color it was. No, it's not that one. I want to say is it that? Dang it, I'd have to look back at the other page. Where is it? Oh, it's coming along pretty good. I'm on pages 4 and 5. Well, I probably shouldn't have said that yet. Try not to give away too much, you know what I mean? And I don't even think that was the color it was. I just didn't want to, like, let me think. Let's see, what color was it? This is page, this one's complete already. This is page 2. As a matter of fact, this isn't even the right version, I don't think. Yeah, no, this is, because I use an iPad 7th gen. Here's the final version. An iPad 7th gen. And so I have to sometimes, which reminds me of like when I first started doing music, and we would use a 4-track recorder. You'd do all the tracks, and then you would bump them down to 1 track, and then you'd have 3 other tracks that were open. So that's kind of what I do. I basically get it up to the 7 layers that it allows me to use because of the RAM that this thing has, and then put those layers into make a copy and put those on one layer, and then I'd have more layers open to, to do that. Or I just compress some layers and leave, a few layers up or whatever. Okay, so there's the flats there. Yeah, that was definitely not the right color. Okay, that's the color right there. So yeah, I guess you could kind of see my process of making highlights and shadows and stuff like that. I don't know. I feel like, because this is so much more work and so much more intensive than what I'm actually doing now. I feel like I somehow simplified it, but I don't like what I'm doing, I guess. I don't know. I may end up recoloring again, but I'm not sure. Not recoloring, redoing highlights and all that. So, and then that, and then what do we do? Take this off. That's like the highlight from the light. But also, the problem I'm having, which is what it's because I hired someone to do the flats, and it turned out that the way they flat it, I don't know. It's doing something. It's throwing me off. So, I don't know. I may have to Oh, thank you. And that, that's funny that you said that about the mood of the lighting. I keep getting that like compliment. It's the color palette, and it's there, my colors are smooth, and then, the mood of the lighting and all that. I don't know what it is. Like, it's just something, I guess, I don't know, that I do. How the hell did this get there? I'll fix that in a minute, but let's go to the flats here. And then it was darker, I guess, yeah. So put that in the highlight layer. There we go. There we go. Yeah, see, I just feel like I didn't do well, because technically, I guess I'll bring it back so you can see. Technically, these panels are really small, so it's hard to get the kind of work in there that I could do like from this level. But as you can see, compared to that other page, I've gone in and like simplified things a whole lot, and I don't know. I think it's because I decided, for some stupid reason, I just decided that I was going to start with the highlights this time first, and then do the shadows. But I think I may just need to start all this over, like leave the flats and everything, but start the highlights, or just mute the highlight layer and then do the shadow layer and go from there. But I hate when I've done such an amount of work and then I have to go back and redo. But yeah, so see, because that's the flats layer. But see, here's the thing about well, no, I'm sorry, that's the highlight layer. But yeah, there you go. That's without it. But see, here's the thing. And if we put this on and you come and look here. Now, a friend of mine, his name is Christian Rossi. He has a book right now on Alterna Comics label, imprint or publishing company. And gosh, I'm forgetting the name of it. I'm just tired. That's why. Anyway, so this little stuff that's going on right here, right? He said that because of the size, and once it gets shrunk down to comic book page size, that it won't show. And I'm hoping that's the case, honestly. I really am. But I'm kind of getting a little anal about it. I might just go back in and redo the flats myself. And it sucks because I have, like, I thought I was saving myself 8 pages, or what was it, 7 pages of work. And because they were done in Photoshop and now transferring it over to Procreate, which everyone just in case you're wondering, if you try to open something up and you do it in here, first of all, if you try to do it on an iPad Pro, that's different. It'll probably open the file and you'll be a little bit limited on your layers, but it should be fine. But if you try to do that on iPad, like I've got here, like this 7th gen, it won't open it. So you have to actually take the flats and then just save the flats layer by itself as a TIFF and then open it here. But like I said, it causes problems. So that's just, so I guess, I guess right now I'm just doing this so that I can be doing something, but I really do need to start over. I did well on the other page. Let me show you. As a matter of fact, this is also with the flats, I believe. Let me see. Wait. No. I think these are my flats. Let me see. Oh, no. These, wait. Yeah, I think these are, no. I think these are his flats, and then I had to go over some areas. So, or is it, I can't remember. I think these are my flats, actually. But anyway, so the rest of the flats, I mean, he did great, but like, it just, I don't know. So, that's page 1. And people always tell me about the lighting on that one. They really like that one. And this, like, you got to understand, like, this one was probably like my 4th page that I've ever comic book colored, right? So like the first 3 of the main book, I guess I'll just show it to you. RONIN, and then here, I don't want to give away too much. So then we've got like this one, which is page 1 of the main book with the bias coloring. This was my actually there was one page, we redid this page. It looks totally different. So anyway, when I did this one, I mean, I still want to go back and redo it because I really don't like the way that I handled his skin tone here. And based on the other pages that follow, it doesn't quite gel. So I'm going to have to go back and do that. So that's page 1. This is page 2. Right there. So, I feel like it doesn't quite fit with the other ones. And see even the lighting here in this panel, which we're supposed to be looking at, stupid cameras, tripping. But we're supposed to be looking at, here we go. We're supposed to be looking at the view from the first page, like you seen him in the middle, right? And then the camera was kind of like slightly back. And now the camera switched to here, right? So this should be lighter like it was on that first page, but it's not. So I'm assuming at the time when I was doing this that I was considering changing it. See, it still doesn't look like it should. Like right here, we're like right around here looking at him somewhere like that. So I'm going to have to go back to the first page and redo it. Yeah, definitely the struggles, but it's fine. I don't mind doing it. The only thing that really stinks about everything is none of this. It's just the fact that I have to work a lot, and working so much, I can't really put as much effort into doing this, or rather, let's say enough time into doing it. It's not the effort, it's just the time. Because I would stay up, like when I was working on these, the very first version of page 1, I had never colored a page. So it took me like 9 different times that I totally redid it, 9 different times, until then we decided to change it. So we did that one. And then I was like, okay, I'm better prepared, I think, to do it. So then I did it, and It came out a lot better. Then I did the second page and I'm like, oh crap. Okay. So now I gotta probably go back, to go back, and so now I'm pretty much got it down. So anyway, but if you can see, there's a difference between the way I color, and it's the same brush. It's the same brushes that I use on Cesar Feliciano's work on the Ashcan. So it's same brush and everything. All it is just a difference in the way that my selections are, and kind of, I guess, how I don't know, it's just different. And I like it because it gives me two different feels, So, and I'm trying to do something that's sort of reminiscent. Thank you very much, Paperback. I'm trying to do something really reminiscent of like the things that I liked a lot growing up. And so, and then as a matter of fact, ironically enough, the artist at Bai, when he colors his stuff, he always uses an airbrush, like an airbrush brush. So it always looks grainy. And so I was like, but none of his stuff, like he's done covers that were in color, but for comic book pages, his stuff's never been colored like that, right? So now I'm the first person doing it, which I'm so freaking honored. And if you don't know who he is, look him up. You're gonna hear a bunch of bad stuff about him, but all of that's a bunch of bullcrap. But anyway, so I'm the first one to get to color his work in a book, and I'm just so excited to do it. So, I was able to like really do something great, I think. And he loves it because he was telling me that it really makes his artwork pop out. And I think so too. So yeah, it's pretty good. I'll show you other stuff here. That's page 2, this is page 3. And this is where the ninjas enter. See, now here's the thing. I don't think I have a layer turned off, do I? No. See, I put a blue blend layer, and I kind of like that because it kind of ties it together with page 2. But I definitely wanted to like take this layer. See, I can't get it to. Maybe I need hue. See, hue does something different to it. Color. It seems better. Yeah, I kept trying to decide how I wanted to do it, but I really wanted to get the red that was in page 2, Yeah, you're right. Yeah, when you have a passion for something, it's worth putting in all the effort. Yeah, that's correct. And that's what I want to do, I definitely, this actually improved that. I like that. Okay, so, I really wanted to show I could do this because colorists are definitely really needed in comics, especially in our community, because in Comicsgate, it's still a baby, I mean, we're doing so well, but it's still a baby, and a lot of people need colorists and letterers. So I'm going to letter my books as well. And, I want to put myself in that, give myself a couple hats. And because, I don't mind doing pencil work and all that, or drawing. Cause let me show you here if I still have my stuff. Well, actually, first, let me show you, this is, I have 2 different versions. I don't know. I kind of the red, all of the red. See here, this is what I wanted to do, is I wanted to show danger, like this is the fight, right? And this is also, ironically, Abai's first time drawing ninjas. He said no one's ever asked him to draw ninjas before, so he was so freaking excited, and he loves G.I. Joe. So he decided to kind of give them these vests and stuff with the pouches, and I thought that was great. That's the little G.I. Joe, little 90s in there, American Ninja. I wanted it just to like have that vibe, and so I decided to have the red the red color. It's like, warning, flashing light, and taking things like the Punisher movie, the very old one with Dolph Lundgren from like the 90s. And, there was a scene where he was, going through different rooms or something like that. And I think they went from different colors like blue to red. And it's like what they did in Kill Bill. I think it was Kill Bill 2, I want to say, or Kill Bill 1. I can't remember which one. It was Kill Bill 2. And so that, she was fighting all the crazy 88 in the room, and it was in color, like just one color with the silhouette background. That was what I was going for with this. And so that's what I did. And I just added that red layer to kind of enhance that. And I wanted to kind of tie it all together, but contrasting things is like one of those, like, honestly, like that's like the hardest part, I think, of all of doing color is contrasting things, and then your storytelling too, because you have to keep things in line. Hold on a second. Let me see. Sorry, I have to cut the camera for a second. I gave the Uber Eats drivers like perfect directions, and they don't get it. Sorry. I'm trying to tell them, like, I'm live streaming, bro. Like, I can't. Sorry. I mean, I wrote those things so particular, dude, so specific. And if you cancel, oh, I'm gonna be really upset. And they're like telling me, how do you get in? It's because we're facing the street, right? The front of the apartments, but where I'm at is in the back. But you can come through the middle. Like there's a way from the front to come through, but people get confused with that way for some reason. So you have to come up the street that's right next to us and turn immediately right. And there's the back street right behind us. And then there's a staircase. So, but I put all that in the directions, and they just don't seem to get it. Let me see if she's driving away. Okay, I think she figured it out. Wait, let's see. My bad. Yeah, I think she figured it out. She's probably like, man, this fool gonna tell me he's live streaming. Like, like, who is you? So yeah, color is, it can definitely be, it's definitely an art form in and of itself. I can definitely say that. And sometimes, I don't care about humble bragging or nothing like that. Like sometimes I brag on what I'm doing because I know I'm not the best, but being a first timer and what people think when they see it, like I definitely want to brag on myself just because I know that there's things here that I'm like, I know I figured out something that is, like it just works. I didn't even know how I was going to get it to do that, but it does. And I think, honestly, I kind of get a little bit of love from the grain brush that I'm using, because sometimes it just does things and puts color in areas that it makes it work somehow. I don't know, but this is a close-up of how I did it. So like the cuts I do for him, the cut and grad style I do for his, is definitely different. It's still like it adds, those curves here more than just angles, and I just have to make all these different choices that, I don't know what I'm doing, like, in other words, I know what I want to do, but I may not know exactly how to get there. So I just kind of do things, and try to figure it out. Let me see if this is at the door or whatever. Hold on, I'll be right back. I figured it out. Oh no, I smell weed. I think she was getting blazed in the car. Some people do Uber Eats because they like to ride around smoking. I don't know. Hey, what's up, Alpha X? Welcome. None, I'm just, I just was coloring and stuff, and then I just kind of got into my process and like what I'm doing and all that good stuff. If you're still there. Wow! SWAT! You just got SWAT. Here. Sweet sour chicken. Come on. It's not right there. What are you doing? Huh? Yes, I'm still alive. What you talking about? I know y'all don't want these egg drop soups. So I'll keep them for me. But you try one? Okay then. I don't know what that is there. Check what that is. My bad, man. I'm over here talking about food, making people hungry. Oh yeah, I didn't do the drawing. It's by Canales. He's the artist of my book, which is launching tomorrow. Deltaversecomics.com. You can go sign up on the mailing list. I should have probably said that in the beginning, and I didn't. I'm still getting used to live streaming for this type of stuff instead of just games, There you go. Yes. Hey, no. Take it away from me. Go take it over there. It's dripping everywhere. It's got stuff all over it. All right, my bad again. Like, put yours down and get some napkins or whatever and sit your. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. And that's yours, right? Yeah, that's his work. And then what I was working on, let's see here, go back. My daughter has her stuff in here too. This is the prequel or whatever, the ash can. And so I was working on this. Here is a splash page. Okay, this is hers. Get that. Ask her if she wants a soup. ask her first because she may not want it, and then you're going to take it over there for nothing. You know what this is, bro. You know that it's egg rolls. Just take the egg roll, man. That's one for you, one for her. So anyway, yeah, this is what I've got going on. But realizing I may have to do some things, change some things up, but I'm gonna take care of that. Anyway, I appreciate everybody for showing up that did show up. Not very many, but that's fine. We're gonna keep it moving. But I'm gonna start doing streams where I invite other creators on so that they can promote their stuff. I don't want to make this about me, you know. I mean, it will be because it's my stream, but I just want to give them an opportunity to shine. And I want you guys to, you know, subscribe and like if you haven't already, if you're watching this on the replay. Also, make sure check out the graphic novel. It's an action graphic novel, 50 pages. Total is going to be like 60 pages, you know, when it's all said and done. And that's launching tomorrow on Indiegogo. And you can actually sign up on the mailing list at Deltaversecomics.com and follow me on Twitter at Deltaversecomics, which is Deltaverse VERS instead of the E at the end because you know it's too many characters. Anyway, y'all take it easy.